And there it goes. There it goes. No, it's that one there. It is. Excellent. How you doing? Pausing the podcast. What podcast are you doing? Turn that down. What podcast are you doing, Daniel? How you doing, everyone? Well, that went on slightly longer than I thought it was. My timing wasn't quite right there, and I had put it at half past, as you'd seen, but you might have seen I put the live stream for half past, but it hadn't finished processing the HD version because it was a 17-minute video. So, but anyway, here we are. Good evening, everyone. Cheers, cheers. It's not rum and rants, but we're all here. We're all here. How's everybody doing? Tim, how you doing? Good to see you. Daniel, how you doing? Kirsty, how you doing? Oh yes. So I think there was about 24, I think 25, 24, 24 or 25 in the premiere. That wasn't bad. What wasn't bad at all. Yeah, I loved it. It was what a track that is. It was all over the place. That's the first time I've listened to it back because I pretty much I planned to do it before I went out, Tim, but I didn't. I didn't get round to it. I didn't have enough time in the end to do any recordings before I went out. The NFL video, I'd done that last night, but I didn't get time to edit it last night. So I'd edited it when I got back, and then put that out first. And I did the recordings of the other two videos, the live version and then Tempest. So that's why it was a bit. The HD hadn't processed in time because it was I think it was 17 minutes, 17 or 18 minutes anyway. Yeah. So what podcast are you doing, Daniel? Right. Are you talking to me? I'd love to have me on. Is that what you're talking about? What podcast are you talking about? Started with that. Sorry, man. Sorry, Monday. You were in the premiere, though. You were in the premiere. You were there. It's just a conjoining of the two. That's all that was, just a conjoining. So that was it was a cracking track. How good was that as a track? Absolutely brilliant. I love that. And that's it from Tool. That's it. You know, in terms of their albums, can you believe it? Could you believe it? Who'd have thunk it? A month, I think, just over a month since Adam told me about Tool. Just over a month. Been had my hair cut, everyone. What do you think? What do you think? That camera's a bit wonky. That camera is. James Welcome is now trying to use your arm for practice. Practice of what? Coffee, right? Off you go, Tim. Get you some coffee. Well, it is. What time is it? What time are we here? Oh, what's this? It's 54 past here. 54 past the hour as the crow flies. Yes. Thanks, Daniel. What are you showing me? The brew and banter. So yes, this is this thing that you were showing on your live stream. What was this? Spreaker. Let me see this picture you've sent me. Spreaker. From iHeart, does that say? From iHeart. Spreaker from iHeart. What is Spreaker from iHeart? I don't know what that is. Darren, how you doing? I know, yeah, just a month. You've all been doing it for years and years and years. And it just took me a month and I'm here. Chad, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Podcast. Dan's just shouting podcast. That means that what Spreaker is. I don't understand. We'll need to have a separate conversation regarding this. Fax me some information about it. How you doing, Chad? Good to see you. The only tool I see here is talking about me. You calling me a tool? You know, I was just watching a Michael Caine film there while I was waiting for the video to start. I don't know what it was, but I had Morgan Freeman in it as well. They were about to rob a bank. Look for the Raven. Are you freaking me out here? Happy Sunday. It is Happy Sunday. Yes, it is officially Sunday here. We are officially in the future. 56 minutes into the future, to be precise. That's my Doc Brown impression. That was 56 minutes in the future. What is it there? So you're just in the evening, early evening for you, Mr. Arias and Chad. I don't know what time it is for you. Are you the same as Daniel in terms of time zone? So many different time zones over there. You've looked for the podcast. Batman, you're just shouting Batman now. Look for the Raven. Batman, right, okay. 6 p.m. Right, okay. Almost 6 p.m. Right. Well, this is a late one for us, but like I said, I was out. Excuse me, I was out getting the meal. I had a sirloin steak, a nice big sirloin steak with a mayonnaise sauce, some double cooked fries, and then I had sticky toffee pudding. Unlike Daniel, as we know from his interview, who likes to have his appetizer rather than a sweet, or dessert rather than dessert pudding. What are you saying, Darren? The Witness 2. You missed an L off there. Is that on purpose? If you want to hear 2, if you want to hear 2, Tool. I know you mean Tool, though, Darren. I know you mean Tool. Without Maynard, check out Adam Jones, The Witness. Yeah, somebody else has said that as well. Somebody else has said that, Darren. So it's a massive list still. I know the album, like I said, the albums are finished, but it's still a massive list of things to do. And stuff keeps popping up in my streams all the time in terms of Tool. And I try not to watch them, because if they're good, I'd rather have them on the channel and enjoy them with everybody. And it is ultimately still first time hearing that particular version of the song. And I don't know what's the Tool army that's in. Are they meant to be doing another album? Is there any talk of another album or anything like that? There's interviews I'd like to see. Interviews pop up as well with Maynard. No gig tonight from Spencer, Mandy. Is that what you mean? And I know I did look for it. It didn't have anything lined up today, did he? Because I thought he might do a Saturday night. But no, or yesterday. Didn't do anything yesterday. Have you done a full album listen in your own time? Yes, but only of Opiate, and I've laid down on my bed, which is the best place, with a rum. This is Kraken. The Kraken, that's nearly done. I'm gonna have to get another one, but I've got no mixer left. It'll just have to be neat. I've done Sean. I've done the Opiate EP, all as a wanna. I've done Undertow, all as a wanna, and I've done Onima, all as a wanna, and I haven't got round to Lateralis, 10,000 Days, or I'll obviously have only just finished Fear Inoculum. But there's 2 other tracks as well, right? There's 2 other tracks, which is Chocolate Chip Trip, I think, is one of them. Are they react worthy, or are they just? I don't know anything about them, so are they reaction worthy? Plenty of oh, I do though. Well, that's good, Darren. That's exciting. Ooh, that's very exciting. So they've said publicly that they have plenty of material for another album. Excellent. And by the way, good to see the Tool Army in to the live stream. Obviously, everyone that's is in the streams. Darren Anubik, woo, yeah, first time in the stream. Darren, nice one, Darren. And first time in the stream, Sean Art, woo, Sean Art. Now, Darren, we're nosy in the stream, and you might not ever join another stream again, but that's fine. But you're in the stream tonight, right? So we're nosy on Kev77, the channel, the live stream community. That's all the other people that you see in the room, right? Or all the regulars. And Arius in the Nation, he's the one that started all the madness. So you can point the finger at him when you fancy it. So Sean and Darren, whereabouts in the world are you? Where in the hell are you in the world? Whereabouts are you? I'm assuming in the States across the pond, but whereabouts are you? Whereabouts are you? Go on, don't be shy. Chocolate Trip is Chocolate Trip is the mocking beat, not so much. Like I said, I haven't listened to any of it, Tim. I didn't put it on because I don't like to do that. If I know I'm going to react to it, I try and avoid it completely, and I have managed to do that with everything so far. But I haven't gone into it to see. I don't even know if have they got lyrics in them? I don't even know if they've got lyrics. You're in Hull, Tim. Oh, you're in Hull. Yeah, I didn't know you were in Hull either. Right, okay. Hull, okay. Oh, you know what? There's a connection to it. Did I know that? I think I know that because I've spoke about Hull before, but it might have been for another reason, Tim. But I've spoke about Hull because I've been to Hull. I pitched, knocked on doors. in Hull. N-Power. I worked for N-Power at the time. So Western Colorado, next to Grand, is that Mesa or Mesa? Grand Mesa, Mesa. There's 24. Oh, 20 foot of snow, right, for Sean and Darren, and probably for Tim as well. I've got a massive monitor over here. Right? I've got a big screen here. So that's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm looking at when I look over there. I've got a big screen over here. That's where I've got my YouTube feed over here. Not unlike Mr. Arias, who's now I'm going to wind him up again, who's now got his screen down, because for a few weeks he was like this. So we're going to do a video now. Daniel. Sorry, Daniel. Anyway, right. So Western Colorado, right. And I will get my map, Mandy. Don't sound me out. Don't chew me a new one for not getting my map yet. I can't find a good one. There's not a good one. There's not a nice one that I found, which would be the correct size to go on the wall. So don't shout at me. Don't shout at me. But I will get a map. So Colorado, next to Grand Mesa or Mesa, I'm not sure. Love it. I'm outside of Denver. That's right. I remember that, Chad. No, that got you. Mockingbird at the end of... If you throw Mockingbird at the end of Chocolate Chip Trip, that would probably work, right? Okay. Or skip it. It's just one of Tool's weird outro tracks. Right. Fine. Yeah, it's nuts. It's nuts. Fine. Sean, you're in Ohio via Canada. Right. Okay. Oh, Ohio via Canada. Isn't Lou, who is Luigi, by the way, from the football stream? He was in the football stream earlier on that I did. Lou, who is Luigi, who is Poor Man's Tavern, I think his YouTube name is. Is he not in Ohio as well? And I'd spoke to Chris. I'd said to everyone, Chris of the Tool Army as well, Chris Gamble. She comes in and she'd left a comment on one of my videos. And after what had happened in the community, we'd had the loss in the community. I hadn't spoke to her for a while. So I said, oh, glad to hear from you, because I'd not heard from you for a while. And she said she'd got a new job. So that's why she hadn't been on the streams of late. So that's good. So that's a positive. So she hadn't been on for a positive reason. So that's good. So I'm glad she's got the new job. Hasn't snowed like this in years. That's a lot of snow. That is down at 20 foot. 20 foot. My God, everything would stop it. Has everything stopped? Has everything stopped because of that? Surely everything stopped because of that. The largest flat top mountain in the world. Wow. No way. Is that where you live? You live 6,500 foot. No way. Excellent. Brilliant. I'm so glad you came in. All the new people that come in. That's why we like the new people to come in. That's why I did the late stream. And from the encouragement of the community that's in, like people like Mandy and Daniel, etc., etc. And Kirsty, Queen of the Lost Chargers. Yeah, that's a lot of snow. That is a lot of snow. Yeah, UK, not even 6 inches. Not even that, Tim. Probably less than that. Just a bit of ice. We stop with. Everything stops. Oh no, you can't go out. There's ice. There might be black ice. Ice that you can't see stops us. That's what stops us. The road looks clear, but there might be black ice. Careful, don't go out. Just be careful and don't go out. Probably is the best thing with the black ice. Other countries just do it much better than the UK. Absolutely, they do. It's the same in Scotland. And not that they get a lot of snow in Scotland. They didn't. I don't recall more. Not more snow than there was here. In fact, while I lived in Scotland, there was more occurrences of crazy snow in random places in England. While I lived in Scotland, there was snow on a regular basis at the times when there should be snow in Scotland, but generally it was just wet, as we'd said earlier on. But 20 foot, that's a lot of snow. That has been generous. Yeah, so 6 inches is a lot of snow. It's massive amounts of snow for all the ladies that are in. That's massive amounts of snow, 6 inches. It's like that. That's the rum gone, everyone. That's the rum gone. Oof. Oh, there's that. It was already fairly low because I didn't have much Coke. There was already a lot of rum in that anyway. The Highlands, yeah, the Highlands will get it. Yeah, they're up in the Highlands. Glasgow, like I'd said before, my birthday's the 18th of March, just coming up. By the way, just get me a cake and a present. Don't worry about a card. I don't put them up anyway, so just a cake and a present's fine. 18th of March. So on the 18th of March, that's my birthday, which is coming up on the 18th of March, which coincidentally is my birthday. It snowed in Scotland. It did generally snow in Scotland for a good, I was there for 18 years, good first 7 or 8 years I lived there, because I made a big point of saying it's snowing again on my birthday in March. So it was always bonkers. The rum's I've got more rum. It just means me standing up and going downstairs. And I didn't drink while I was out at the meal because I was taxiing my parents, because my dad and mum and dad not great driving in the dark, and it's a quick road. It's a road I've blasted down on SDW77, who was in earlier on. I don't know whether he's still hanging about at all. SDW77. He might be. I wonder if he is still here. Oh, he is. Right. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, the road we have to go down, I've blasted down in both the cars. I know the one car I've got now, but yeah, that's on the other channel. To the channel that's on. Yeah. So I had to take them, so I hadn't a drink. So I've had one rum since I got back. That's my second one I've just finished. And this was obviously just to see if, fake Kev. Yeah, that's fake Kev. That's fake me. That's t'other me. That's the lonely me that's still getting subs, by the way, for some reason, as I keep saying. Pureit Coffee again. A pirate coffee, right? Well, Tim, especially for you. You might know that song. Check out the channel, right? The Charcoal Coffee Company. Check out the channel, the Charcoal Coffee Kunky, the Charcoal Coffee Company. That is Adam. That's a member of this community. Damien, how you doing? Congrats on your journey, Kev. I enjoyed your approach, and you're one of us now. Thank you very much, Damien. It's only been a couple of months, but now you have a couple of years ahead of you, Ben. Absolutely, I do. We were just saying that. And good to see you on the live stream, Damien. Nice for you to join. Thank you very much for that, and thanks for your nice words. And as in the spirit of the channel and the community, we like to ask, where are you? I need a jingle for this as well. I think, where are you, Damien, in the world? Whereabouts in the world are you? Where the hell are you? That's what it should be called. It's just going to be called, where the hell are you? Damien, where the hell are you? Tell us, please, where the hell are you? My flip-flops are all over the place. What was I saying before that? Anyone remember? Anyone care? Yes, I was out. Yes, yes, we came back. And no, that wasn't it. We'd moved past that bit. Well, I'll come back in the comments, and that will make me remember. Pirate Coffee. Yes, right. That's where I was. Charcoal Coffee Company. Thanks for reminding me. Nobody did. I just got it myself. If you go into the Charcoal Coffee Company, Tim, especially for you, Jason and Kylie, me and Daniel and Adam, who is the owner of the Charcoal Coffee Company and the owner of the YouTube channel. Daniel made an Irish coffee and I made a Calypso coffee with rum. The first attempt didn't go so well. In fact, we failed. I think is probably the easiest way to put that. We failed miserably at making the coffees, but we retried and we were successful. So if you go onto the Charcoal Coffee Company, who is the official sponsor of Daniel's channel, the official sponsor of this channel, the Charcoal Coffee Company, that's them there. You'll see the video of us failing and then succeeding. I shouldn't have given it away. I've just spoiler alerted it, haven't I? Of us making an Irish coffee. Adam and Daniel made an Irish coffee, but because I don't really drink whiskey, I made a Calypso coffee with rum, and it was And then I did a stream, I think, later on in that evening, and I was a bit streamed like that. So good night, everyone. See you later. I think that's how we ended up at the end of that one. Yeah, epic fail. Mine was bean. I think they were all bean. I think we generally, Daniel, you sometimes use the ground as well, don't you? I think mine was the whole bean, and my coffee machine grinds it. It's got a grinder at the top, so it ground it down into it as well. So yes, so Damien, is Damien still in? Or is he gone? Damien, where are you from, Damien? We want to know where you're from, Damien. You want to try that coffee? I know. Well, Adam gets it to Daniel, so I don't know. I'm sure he would. I'm sure he would be happy to send some if he could to your Chad. You probably just need to let him know. Just let him know, and he'll send you some. It is delicious. It is delicious. It absolutely is delicious. Honestly, it is the best coffee I've had. And I think I'd said before, Down Under. Woo! Excelente. Right. So good day for Down Under, Kev. I'm in DY on the northern beaches of Sydney. Well, me backwards with a fish fork. There we go. Look at that. Down Under. Why we live in the horrible places and you're in all the great places? Everyone's in the great places and I'm stuck in Telford. Well, I'm in Telford. Lovely Telford. It's a new town. It's all built specifically for purpose. Telford. It is medieval. There's medieval parts of it. There's medieval parts, but it's built for purpose. Telford is. So northern beaches of Sydney sounds absolutely spectacular. Very, very jealous, Damien. Very jealous indeed. Absolutely. Yeah, Telford. Yeah, Newtown, Telford. Yes, get Daniel, get it sent to Daniel or something, and then Daniel can fling it onto you. Or he can drive the 74 hours to your house, because that's just a click to you. It's just a clip, a 74-hour drive across. Because there's chat of me making a journey this year, right? There's chat of me making a journey. That's a little secret, but there's not many people on, Daniel. So I'll say, well, there's not many people on. There's a little chance of me making a journey this year, right? But while I'm there, I would also go and see my brother, which would potentially be an 11-hour drive. 11 hours. It's like a day. It's like a full day. It's like a day's work. It's a shift. And that's without stopping. The accent I have, my family in Shropshire. Okay. Your mum's, rather, I think that's meant to say parents were from, were they from Telford? It's nice enough. Telford is, it's nice enough. It's nice enough. It's all right. It's all right. I haven't explored much, to be fair, apart from the Wrekin. I've done the Wrekin video. If you've not seen that, that's it. I really enjoy that. I watch that back all the time, by the way, that Wrekin video. I love vicariously walking up that Wrekin again with myself, because it was such a great day. What a great day I managed to get for that, to go and walk up the Wrekin. It's half an hour, but it's I really enjoyed doing that. And it took me forever to edit, but because the mic wasn't working. The mic that was here wasn't working all the way up. I hadn't plugged it in properly to the camera. So, but the one on my chest, I had one on my chest as well, and the mic on that was working. So I had to alter the sound for every single clip, and it just took forever. It took forever, but it worked out well. So yeah, there is some stuff here. It is a medieval village in Telford, but it's Telford itself. I don't think I've ever been into Telford city centre, or not city centre, town centre. I don't think I've ever been in to see what's about. But I think there's a couple of shopping centres that are outside of the main town, which I normally go to. Yes, absolutely, Daniel. Yeah, get some gloves on. Try Hull to Elgin and back. Right? Yeah, that is. Woof, yeah, absolutely. So, are they? Is there any tours? Let me have a look. Is there tours? Is there any tours? Tool tour 2023. Right. Let me have a look. Tool plotting big tour for 2023 Revolver magazine. Right. Oh, how about that? Have you seen this? Did you know this? Did anybody know this? Is this news or what? Florida's welcome, Roxville. According to drummer Danny Carey, the planning a big tour that's setting to go down later this fall, presumably throughout North America. Oh, right, okay. The drummer spilled the beans during a video acceptance speech for Drumeo, who bestowed the title of Progressive Drummer of the Year. Okay. Hope to see you on the road. We have a big tour coming in the fall. A few festivals in the summertime. So nothing in the UK, though, potentially. Fine. Okay, well, there you go. So you might get some. You might get some over the pond there. Across the pond, you might get... I was going to drink rum that wasn't in the glass there. Good evening. Right, so let me try and say this, because I've never had to say this, obviously, because it's in the comment. Deepaquet. So Deepaquet69. Welcome to the chat for the first time. Welcome to the live streams. We are Nosy Parkers. How many times I'm going to say this? Great. I love saying it. We're Nosy Parkers. So we need a name, first of all, because there's no way I can pronounce that every time. Certainly not after 2 rums. What's your name? What's your name? What's your name? What's your number? What's your PIN number? What bank do you bank with? Give us your sort code. What is your name? What can I call you that's easier than me saying that? And where the hell are you? Where the hell are you? That's the phrase. That's the phrase. Where the hell are you? So yes, we'd like a name. Darren. Are you? Is that Darren? Another Darren? Woo! My brother's Darren. Are you a Darren? Is that what you're saying? So Darren, you got 15 inches of snow last night. Right, okay. Michigan. Look at that. Dave. Oh, it's Dave. Oh, Dave. Dave. Nice one, Dave. So Darren's my brother. So you're talking to Darren there. Fine. So you're Dave. So Deepaquet. Am I saying that right? 69 is Dave. Nice one, Dave. Nice one, Dave. Mr. Bean. Nice one, Dave. Part of the Tool Army. Constant comments on the Tool Army videos. Thanks for all your comments and all your support. Dave, nice to have you in the stream. Any comments on Tool's tribal elements as to why it can be so transcendental? Oh, that's a good word. Transcendental. Oof, transcendental. Are you talking to me specifically? Any comments on Tool's tribal elements as to why it can be so transcendent? I don't know. It must be influences that they have. You know, it must be I can only think, you know, you're influenced by the music that you listen to potentially. So they must be very obviously eclectic. I think everyone would like to think they're fairly eclectic in the music that they listen to. But musicians tend to then get latched onto lots of fairly unusual things as well. And then can get quite involved with them. So maybe it's from their own influences that it gets to that. It can be quite trancy, can't it? Absolutely, it can. You can get lost in it for sure. Certainly when you listen to it from start to finish, rather than track on track. Like I still get in. I did that short, the Stinkfish short. I still get in every day, pretty much every day when I get home from work, and ask my lady device to lady device. That sounds odd, but you know what I mean. Ask her to play that song pretty much every day when I get back from work while I'm getting changed. And that's like a go-to. That's almost like finish work. Put that on, please. But yeah, it must be their own influences. As for bands like the Beatles and stuff, they all went off and did sort of their own things and experimented with sounds and all that kind of stuff. And the musicians that are in Tool, you know, these boys must be doing the same thing as well, going off and experimenting. And obviously Maynard's off doing other bands and things like that. So influences get all over the place, don't they? I love it. What a great name that is. Pongo Snodgrass. Nice one. Pongo. Right, Pongo, where are you? Where the hell are you, Pongo? Where the hell are you in the world? Where the hell are you, Pongo? That's a great name. Pattern-based rhythm, tribal and modern. Like I say, the Lateralis, 10,000 Days, and now Fear Inoculum's essentially finished. I can sit and listen to them, and actually, I've got those other 3 albums. The ones that I've listened to were all downloaded onto my phone, so that when I'm just playing music from my phone, they will intermit, they will shuffle in with all my other songs now as well. So they do come on intermittently with my other songs, but I've listened to those albums up to Lateralis. That's the where I've got to with just sitting back, because you've got to pick the moment, haven't you? You've got to pick the moment. There's no point in being interrupted or needing to do something else, or feeling like I've got an hour, so I'll just do it now. You need to have the time to relax and do it properly. That's what I think, anyway. Liverpool, whoa! So, are you a Liverpool fan then? Because if you are, you'll be hating what's behind me. If you're a Liverpool fan, you're in Liverpool, right? Pongo. It's a cracking name. That is Pongo Snodgrass. I'm reckoning that that's not your real name, though. Snodgrass might be, but I don't know about Pongo. Your mates might call you Pongo. Great name, Pongo Snodgrass. Brilliant. The list. What list? Oh, yeah, the list of all the names. Yeah, you just did your team. If you're a Liverpool fan, Pongo, you just did your team. Daniel and me are doing. We're trying to do this side by side journey. Daniel's learning about the Premier League and doing all the histories, doing a great job with the histories. I've not watched the Liverpool one yet, and I'm trying to learn NFL at the same time, and we'll try and join up some content to bring to you all in terms of comparing notes type content, whether that be a video or a podcast or a live or whatever, something along those lines. We've not quite decided that. We had chatted at length about it before we went ahead. No, I haven't. I have not, Dave. I'm gonna. There's a couple of videos that are on YouTube about titles along the lines of how Europeans should pick the NFL team. It's funny because of a few of the Tool Army that have watched the NFL videos that I've done have said, "Oh, you should pick my team, pick my team, pick my team." But I think the team. I don't know how to pick a team. I've no idea how we even start to pick a team. So I'll maybe react to these videos of how Europeans should pick a team. Not that we're part of Europe anymore. Brexit. But I'll do them, and then I'll maybe have a better idea of how to pick a team. Pick whoever I want. Yes, well, yeah, but I need to. You want to feel a connection, don't you? A little connection in some way. But I don't want it to be something as simple as, oh, I like them because they're red, they're playing red or something, and Man United's red. So that's why I would say. So yeah, Ponga, what are you? Are you Liverpool? Are you a Liverpool fan? Are you into football at all? Are you a football fan? You doing Man City? You doing Man City right now? Is that what you're doing? Found a charger. Excellent. Red for 55 years. Excellent. How are you feeling about tomorrow then? Pongo, what you thinking for tomorrow? I've got to say, and I'm not being like, ooh, I think we might win tomorrow. I think we might win tomorrow. I think for the first time in a long time, I think we might have too much for you at the moment, just at this current point. And it's only because Liverpool are not playing well, because they've still got the players. But I think we might, our momentum and the way we're playing at the moment, I think we might be too much for Liverpool. But all that sort of stuff does go out the window because it's a derby match. And Daniel, you were saying in one of your other videos about derby and derby. It's derby. It's always derby. Derby, 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 derby. It's a derby match. So derby wouldn't be a derby. It would be a Midland derby, because Derby are from the Midlands. The team Derby County are from the Midlands, so it would be a Midlands derby rather than a derby, which I did find funny, or a derby. A derby sounds like that sounds like lyrics from a song. A derby, a derby, a derby. You like the Eagles? I like the Eagles as well. Yes. Don't pick the wrong team. Okay. No, I've never been. Dave, I've never been to the States. Cautiously optimistic. Okay. Same about your team. Always Derby, yeah, always Derby, as in Derby, but it's always spelled with an E. I think I used to go to school with the Derby spelt like that. He was in the year below me, Derby. Can't remember his surname. Yeah, it is. It is because it's the Derby. It's a Derby match. All the Derby matches are like that. Doesn't matter about form. It does go out the window a little bit. But it'll be interesting. Ten Hag is doing really well, and I don't know. I don't even think the Liverpool fans know what's happened to Liverpool this year, do they? I don't think the Liverpool fans know what's happened. Form is at the Philadelphia Eagles. Is that your team, Tim? Is that your team, the Philadelphia Eagles? See, I've never even heard of that team. That's the thing. I need to know the teams. So I will continue on with that as well. I've got the and Nighty was in. I don't know whether just to say to the community, Bonzi, how you doing? Woo, good to see you, Bonzi. Nighty had left a comment at the beginning of this stream, which had vanished when I came back into it. But I think he's going to the match tomorrow because he was asking me if I was going to stream the match, which I don't stream these tense matches. I don't do a lot. I don't, I do a watch along of my team because it's a bit too tense and I like to pay attention to what's happening and I wouldn't be able to interact that much. I couldn't, right? So, so I'm not. But Nighty was in, so I think he's going to the match because he said I'll be in at half time if you're doing a live stream, but I'm not. I'll be focused, fully focused. 4:30 kickoff UK time, 30 past the 4 hour here, Daniel. 30 past the 4 hour as the crow flies and the river flows. Okay. Great band, the Eagles. Great bird as well. The NFL team. Yes, you're no longer a fan. I think that was that's what you said. You were no longer a fan. Right, I'm going to get some more rum, so I'm not even going to ask you to give me the thumbs up. You can give me the thumbs up while I'm gone. I'm going to get more rum. I'll be 30 seconds or something. Talk amongst yourselves. For un momentos. Why don't you? Hi, Dad. All right, mate. Okay. Cheers, everyone. Cheers. It is Sunday here, but let's pretend it's still Saturday. Happy Saturday, everyone. Saturday. Woof. Neat. It's neat. No mixer. It's a big one. Woo! I thought it had coke in. I forgot it didn't have coke in. That was rather a large gulp. Woo! That gets on your throat. That stream's about 74 minutes behind, so let's just change that live stream. Now, what you saying? Barnsey, how you been doing? Hey, Barnsey, good to see you again.
I was trying to hijack it.
Oh, look, here he is. Look, the hijacker.
I was trying to hijack it, man, while you were gone. But
you didn't manage to do it.
I didn't do it in time, man. You're just too quick with it. So yeah. Anyway.
Oh, it's because I've not got it up. Why? Yeah.
You can't hear me?
No, I can hear you. You're on. Everyone can hear Daniel, can't you? Yes, you can hear. Why can't? What? Something's different.
Oh, it's your haircut.
Yeah, my haircut's different. Is that just because I've not got the sound up?
And maybe it's because I'm not looking straight up.
Right, I've got you.
I'm like,
no, you moved your TV. This is Daniel. This is Daniel for the new folk.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes, this is Daniel.
Sweet. Yes. No, sorry guys. I try to sneak in quick.
Sneak in with the fact about camels.
Yeah. No, actually, if you guys want to know some random facts, while I can do some argy bargy here. Let me consult the official docket Okay, so the Atlanta Braves is the oldest U.S. sport team at 1871.
Right.
Okay. Crystal
Okay.
Palace, as we know,
Yeah.
is 1861, officially unofficial, right? Okay.
That's unofficial, yeah.
Yep. The second oldest U.S. team is the Pittsburgh Pirates at 1881. And
Right.
in the same vein, the last pirate was hung 1860. His name was Albert Hicks. So there you go. Now you know.
Where have you had them have you written them down just now, these facts?
Yeah. I was about to go on the podcast, and now I can't use them. But
You
sorry,
can.
now you guys know.
So what is that? That Spreaker? Is that the podcast?
Yeah, I'm trying to set it up. I'm trying to set it up so I can put it on places like everywhere else, like your Spotify's and stuff. But
right, you better stop. You've got lots of questions there. Just answer these questions because you've got lots of questions.
Oh, I'm not on the chat. I'm sorry. Hold on.
Answer the questions.
What shirt is on the wall? What? Oh, this shirt? This is a Maryland Terrapins football jersey. This is this shirt. And it is for a little kid. So this is my son's shirt.
There you go.
But yeah, that's what's going on. Yeah. What other questions? Yeah. Yeah, that's it. That was a great question.
Just for your name and questions and stuff like that. So I can see you've put not Kev.
Yeah.
Kev, not Kev, not Kev.
Well, what happens is when you do your lives, you usually let that one slide and you'll show up as.
It's not even the lives. It's when I record a fucking video. That's when it's worse.
He'll be not.
You see if you watch any of my videos and I've had to fucking cut it above that line, it's because it says not Kev on it. That's why I've had to trim it to that line there. You absolute bugger for doing that.
So Chadia with the fact check 1869.
There we go.
The Red Stockings. Oh no. Well, I mean, they're not a team anymore, are they? Not really Red Sox.
No, it's the Cincinnati Reds was the first pro sports team in the US. They were the Red Stockings. The Red Stockings. Right, okay.
Well, they really didn't do much, did they? Cool. Well, Braves are still a thing. So I'm going with, they're the Reds now. Got it. Well, Braves.
What are you saying, Dave? You can't see anything. Is there a video for the chat? What do you mean?
Uh-oh.
I can see
I messed it up. I push buttons.
No, we're on. I can see us. We're definitely on the stream. Can you not see us, Dave? Are you meaning something else? They are the Reds now, Chadio saying right there. Well, you see all this stuff. I've got to learn all this. There's so many teams, though. How am I meant to pick a team? There's loads of teams.
Well, that's all baseball, man. That's all baseball.
Right. Okay.
These are baseball is.
Oh, is that baseball teams you're talking about?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Remember you're about to react to a football video.
Soccer. I was about to react to soccer.
Yeah. Just a black screen. Uh-oh.
No, well, we're definitely on. Everyone else can see us, can't you? Because I can see us here. I've got the stream here.
I can see us there too. On the little
stream here. Dave, what you need to do is you need to do a power cycle. And if you don't know what that is, turn it off and turn it on again.
Otherwise it's like the old days.
That's a power cycle.
I'm just gonna go like this. I'm just gonna be like, hey, I'm not doing nothing. Reboot.
Hands on head. No, that was the line. That's the line from IT. If you ring IT and they say there's something wrong with the computer, they'll tell you to have you tried a power cycle? Yes, a reboot. A reboot.
That is a small cycle you keep in your house.
A hard reset. Yeah, a hard reset. Yeah, that's it.
Oh man, but yeah, that's what. Hey, this is it. I just wanted to pop in, man. I'm sorry I took this.
No, not at all. I didn't mean to
hijack it, man.
It's a late night free-for-all. Late night free-for-all.
And what was in the background? I was like, dude, here, I got you.
I missed something there. Who's saying that? You can see now. Excellent. Welcome back. Poor man's Luigi. That is Luigi. Luigi, I was talking about you.
What?
There he only appears as I was talking about him. As soon as I talk about people, they appear.
Yes, they do. Especially when you insult their setup.
Yes, because Mr. Arias is a co-host of the restream,
Yes.
so I can elbow in anytime he fancies it.
Yes. I don't abuse that privilege, but I should.
No, well,
I
you do
really should.
sometimes, which it always makes me laugh. So, I mean, I'm quite happy for you to do it whenever you want. That's the
It's
beauty of the surprise.
it's all right, man.
So,
So
what's
yeah, I
your
try to
plan?
pop in, huh? I try to
What's your
pop
plan now?
in.
You
My
did a
plan
brew and
now.
banter today as
I
well. A
did.
Saturday brew and banter. Is
I
that the
did.
first Saturday brew and banter you did?
It's been a while since we did a brew and banter on a Saturday.
Yeah,
I feel like next week is really busy for me.
yeah,
So anytime I'm in the office, I will do a brew and banter. I will do a check-in. It may not be our hour-long brew and banters,
yeah.
but it will definitely be a check-in.
So, what you mean busy? What you have you finished that deck now? The dick? Have you
No,
finished the dick? It's
I've
still not
not
finished.
finished the dick. No, the guy's not even in the country. So
Your neighbor?
yeah, he's in Costa Rica living it up. So
Oh,
I'm
right.
like,
So he doesn't need his dick.
no, he doesn't need his dick. He left his dick, man.
He left his dick to you,
He left his dick.
Daniel. You deal with my dick while I'm
He
away.
needed my dick. You never want a spongy dick.
So how long is that left on it then?
I think literally it's gonna be like 3 days. That's why
your
I'm
own?
not stressing.
On your own?
Yeah, on my own. Yep. Yep. I did all the hard part. I did all the hard part for sure. With the deck boards.
It is a huge dick.
It really is.
It's a huge dick.
Yeah. It's
Right. So
yeah.
you're going to be doing. Are you going to be on site this week then?
Yes, I will be. I will be.
Right.
Yes, now, Mandy, it is 100% a padded cell. Dude, I put so much acoustic foam in this thing. It's ridiculous.
It looks good though. Looks good.
Yeah,
though.
it looks like if you stepped in, you're like, okay, this is gonna be. It's like a boss level of a video game.
But you've got a good background behind you as well. That's a good selection of stuff behind you. It's good to have a nice busy background, I think, sometimes, because when people get bored looking at our faces, they can just look at the background.
Yes, and when we leave, they can play like I
yeah, absolutely. You know? They can, yeah. And Luigi, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to do. I'm definitely going to react to the. I know Daniel and Spencer have done it on Embrace the Suck, the high Ren. High Ren, but yeah, so I'm going to do that tomorrow. That's going to be part of this. There's a little exclude, not tomorrow, today for us. You're in the future, we're in the future here. So today I'm going to do a reaction to that, the high Ren by Ren, and and see what that is, because a few people have said it is brilliant, and I've resisted doing it in case I wanted to do a reaction to it. So I'll do that.
You definitely should, man.
Yeah,
it's making the rounds. If you haven't really, you really need to pay attention to it.
Well, it's got 6 million views. The original video's got 6 million.
Oh, does it now?
Yeah,
that's crazy. That's crazy.
So.
Yes, Kirsty, I do have one. They let me out of it in the mornings, and then when I go to sleep, I put one on. That's how I live my life. There are other kinds of jackets.
So this evening, what are you going to do? Have you got some more stories to do this evening, or are you in the office now? Or are you going back upstairs? What are you doing now?
No, I have to gather all the stories that I've done on the channel, and I have to reformat them and submit them as an audiobook to Amazon Kindle.
Oh, right.
I'm going to make it an ebook.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. So that's what I was doing yesterday. I applied, and they're setting up the tax information on their end. So
very good.
Yeah, man. Trying to make some moves, man.
That is some moves. Making some proper moves. That is.
Yeah. And then what else was I gonna do? And then I'm trying to get Man City, Man United tonight at some point.
Oh, you do your videos?
Yeah, I got to, since next week is gonna be very busy, and we're encroaching on the end of the season, so I want to try to finish up before the end so I can watch the final.
Oh, like the end of the Premier League season?
Yeah.
It's very close, Daniel. Your team got absolutely pumped today, by the way.
Dude, I know. I saw that.
I think David Moyes might be in line for the sack, the manager.
There you go. And
that
Kirsty,
wasn't a good result.
Emu War is happening on the podcast, and dike vaulting too. So that's happening. So, but the one thing I'm not a fan of the podcast. But anyway, I'm not going to bore you guys. They came here for tool stuff. You know, I'm just the tool man, but DeWalt, not. You know what I mean?
Tools,
It's different.
that kind of tool, yeah.
Power tools.
Brighton
So,
violated West Ham, Tim.
100%.
They were bad. That's a bad result. That is a bad
Yes.
result today. That wasn't. But Brighton are doing really well. But I mean, that's a bad result for your team today. But anyway.
And one last thing before I head out, Mandy, your story's coming out soon.
Ooh,
On
exclusive.
the Stories to the Nation. I just had to like rework some things because it's a legit, like, very long story, not a short story. This is both. So do it justice. Yes, Australia versus the Emu is. I mean, if it didn't happen on Australia, I feel like it would happen in the U.S. That's kind of like a very American thing to do. Grab your guns and your bullets. Let's take out these hairy velociraptors. Love it. But all right. Well, listen, thanks for letting me argin and bargin.
Thank you for arging and barging.
Of course. All right,
Mr.
guys.
Arius, the starter of the
pleasure.
madness.
I will be lurking. I'm not going to end the stream. I'm just going to get out.
Well, I think, that's nearly an hour. That's, I don't want to take up people's evenings. That's a Saturday night, people's evenings. So I won't be on for too much longer anyway. I'll just
I want to head out, guys. Listen, much love. Thank you, dude. Thank you for having me on. Bye, everyone. Later.
Thanks, Daniel. Thanks, Daniel. Mr. Arius from Arius and the Nation. That is Daniel, by the way. As I said, the gaffer, as we call him. That's the gaffer. He started this mentalness with the World Cup. It's his fault. I was going to say he started it. He started it all. And then the rest of the community egged me on to go and make K77. So that's where we all started, everyone. And yeah, the tool journey. There's still plenty more tool, but I've got some ideas for other stuff to do. There's obviously still loads of Maynard and a Pussifer and a Perfect Circle, and even Peach. Somebody commented about Peach. They'd not even got to Peach themselves since they'd discovered Tool. A lot of people in the comments, somebody in the comments a lot that says about, he's only discovered Tool a couple of years ago as well. And a few other people said, I've been going on the Tool journey myself recently, and, I hadn't even got to Peach yet. So I really like Peach. I think they're absolutely cracking. Peach, a great band. You're still awake around 5 a.m. Right, well, there you go. But it's too expensive. Daniel rocks. Yes, he's a good man. He is a good man, Chad. A good friend. Yeah, a good friend. It's funny how obviously I pretty much speak to Daniel most days on the phone. And it's funny how you can connect with someone that's so far away. Thanks for tolerating me. You're welcome. You're easily tolerated, Daniel. You're easily tolerated. Yeah, so we do. I mean, we pretty much speak, most days, and it's funny having that connection with people that you've never physically met. But there you go. That's what like-minded connections are. Like-minded connections. You can't. It's the same as an attraction to a mate. That you're going to be connected with. It's just how it goes. That's the way of the world. And we've made lots of good connections. Actually surprised by Peach. Yeah, Peach are really good. With Opiate 2, did you? Right, nice one, Dave. Well, there's plenty more of them to come here. I've got another idea for it. There's Tool specials, which I'll get as, as somebody, I would definitely consider myself a Tool fan now, a massive Tool fan. So I would, if somebody produced, it was a funny thing to say, but if somebody produced the videos that I'd produce in terms of the Tool specials, I would watch them. I would sit and watch them. So I've enjoyed making the Tool special videos, and I'll probably make more. Are you wanting to come down here? You better come down here quick, because I'm going to finish in a minute. Come on then. You're going to come and say hello? Come on. Come on then. He thinks it's a game. He thinks it's a trick now. He was coming down. It's Harry. He's at my side here. You coming down, mister? Come on then. Coming? Don't look at me like I'm stupid. You coming down? No, he's just going to sit down now. He's there. He's over there. It's a mess over there as well, so I'm not turning the camera. I was going to turn the camera, but there's a mess. All my crap on the windowsill. Out the way crap. Yeah, so there is plenty to do, I would still say, with the reactions. And and I hope people continue to follow because there is good stuff to do. Even like Gordon Lightfoot. Is that what his name is? Gordon Lightfoot. I mean, I've really enjoyed doing that stuff. Modern day pen pals, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what it is, Mandy. Yeah. So 6 from 6, what you're going to choose from? Yes. Well, the 6 from 6, but I think the next 6 from 6 is going to have to be belters because I tried to pick ones that were more sort of spirally, so they're going to be belters. So there's going to be a good choice from those. It's a long video though, isn't it? 6 from 6. That's a long old video. 6 from 6. That was an hour. I had no idea that it was going to be an hour when I started doing it. It wasn't even until I edited it. It didn't feel like an hour when I was doing it because I did do them literally back to back. There was 10, 15 seconds in between them at the most. You know, I edited it down to 3 or 4 seconds, but I just went bump, bump, bump onto the next one. I had them all lined up on my other screen, and I just went in and shared the screen each time, and I just went straight onto him. And it didn't feel like an hour when I was recording it, but when I was editing, I was like, oh, that's an hour and 5 minutes, but worth it. And I've watched it a couple of times. I just put it on in the background now as well. Been a Tool fan from the 90s after you heard Sober. That's absolutely brilliant. Sober that's another one that I'll play quite often as well when I come in. Grit our teeth and bear it. Never does. No, I know. Well, next I've got I work for the NHS, so I've got our annual leave year, our leave year that we can take leave on is from April to April, end of March. So I've got 2 days left, which I've taken next Friday and not this Monday coming, a week on Monday. So the Friday coming and a week on Monday. So I've got 2 days off on the side. So that might be a day to lie down and listen to a couple of the albums. And then I think I've definitely got at least, I know, I mean, because I know the first 3, I know Opiate and Undertow and Onima really well now because I've listened to them and I do listen to them more often because I feel more, just because I've listened to them more often. That's all it is. I've listened to them more often. The journey sort of sped up a bit when I got to Lateralis and the other albums. And that's why I wanted to slow it down a bit again because I felt like I wasn't really taking in the tracks and I wanted to take them in more. And it's been better doing it the way I've done it. And I know it's finished now. Essentially, the albums are finished, but there's still plenty to listen to. And like I said, I want to do the interviews. The interviews keep popping up in my stream. Interview with Maynard, and there's like loads of funny bits that keep coming up, and Tool fuck ups keep coming up as well, like the times that they've messed up keeps coming up. So there's loads of stuff to do that I would still watch, even if I'd seen it. Like watching reaction channels, I've watched. I mean, the amount of people I've watched react to the In-Betweeners and Ricky Gervais and Cole Pilkington and all these kind of stuff, but I still watch it because you're looking to watch how people react to it. So, I think I would still watch them. So that's how I look at making videos for the channel is if I would watch them, then I will produce them. There has been 2 videos so far, 2 videos that I've done, Tool reactions of live streams, not live streams, live performances that were so rubbish they didn't come out on the channel. Not my reaction as such, but just the video quality and the filming. I just thought that is just no one's going to want to watch that, so I didn't put them out at all. So there's still definitely that a part of it in that. I listened to the place plowing snow last night. The 20 foot of snow, yeah, huge amounts of snow. Janice is touchy. Janice is a touchy subject. Janice, a bit too touchy. Who's Janice? Who's Janice? BTW. Who wants Joyce? Why? What's she up to? What's she up to, Kirsty? What's she doing to you? Harry's up here. You coming down? Come on. Come down. Come by. Come by. Come on. Here he comes. He's coming. Oof. 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 That is gone. I don't know what that was. That was some sort of gymnastics, cat gymnastics. That was. I just saw it back. That's funny. I don't know what he was doing. He got onto here from the windowsill to then jump down again. I don't know what he was doing. He's gone. He's gone anyway. He's gone anyway. So, excuse me. The people that are in, so the new people that have come into the stream, I'm quite happy to do further streams at this time because I know it's more of the early evening for you, whereas it's sort of obviously late night for us. And we've obviously got Josh. How you doing? Good to see you. Check out Alice in Chains, MTV Unplugged, if you haven't yet. Right, okay. Well, that'll be in the stream, so I can watch that back and remember that. I'm happy to do an occasional stream at this time if that suits people that are across the pond that want to come in and be part of the community, because obviously we do the Kev87 sort of community already does the live streams 3 times a week, which is sort of earlier in your days when you're probably all quite busy across the pond doing your work at work or whatever you're doing during the day. So you don't get the opportunity to join, but there's obviously more people in because I've done the late stream. So I'm happy to do a late stream at this time at the weekend, obviously not a school night or if I'm off, if that is something that people would be interested in doing. So yeah, I'm, because we have got a crossover because there's obviously people from the UK that are in the stream because it's the weekend and we're mental, pure mental, woo, pure mental. You having a drink, Mandy? You got a drink, Mandy? You having a little drink? Having a little rum? And like I said, my intention was to do 20 minutes, half an hour of a stream, but there's an hour gone straight off, an hour. So, and I've enjoyed doing that as well. Oh, there, no way. So there we go. So hey, Skip. So hey, Skip, is that your actual name? Seattle. Hello from Seattle. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. And Josh, it's good to see you. So we've had multiple new people into the community stream tonight. So because we're the nosy stream again, where the hell are you? So you've already answered that. Seattle, great, lovely, love it. Is that your actual name? Hey, Skip J, or am I just pronouncing it badly? Have you got an actual name? We do names. We're nosy, Parkers. So we like names. So as I was saying, along with what I was saying, I'm happy to do a 1 o'clock stream a couple of times a month if people want to join from across the pond and catch up, because we like to catch up and find out how everyone's doing. What are you saying, Kirsty? Joust is just being a mad kitten. You don't miss a lot of streams. I'm across the pond. Yes, James, Florida James, our man from Florida. Breezy, I reckon it's breezy, and I reckon it is 78 and breezy with partly cloudy skies or sunny. I'm hedging my bets. Yes. So is that your actual name? Are we just calling you Skip? Skip J? Skip? Excellent. Right, Skip. Good. Well, great for you to come in, Skip. And thanks again to all the Tool Army that are in, including you, James. The first one of the what were you? You were a very early subscriber. I'm sure you said you were in that. Were you in the 60s or something? 67 or something was your subscription, was it? For all your support throughout all of this and joining the streams as well now. It's been a heck of a journey, and all of your comments from Skip and from Josh and from Lou and from Darren and all the other people. I don't know whether they're all still in just now. It's a lot of it's been a lot of that has helped me get through it and keep going and have the confidence to keep going as well. Because you're never sure how people are going to react when you're getting involved with somebody's band. Because I know people don't take well. I don't take well necessarily when I watch people reacting to bands that I've listened to all my life, and I think, oh, you're not getting it. You're not getting that, or you're not, there's something not quite right about it. So I get it. I get it, man. I get it. 52. What do you mean, 52? It is 1:56 precisely. Yes, there we go. It's 1:56. Just about turned 2 o'clock. 2 2 o'clock in the morning. But I'm generally a night owl. You know, in the week, and when I'm working, I have to get up. I work 8 till 4, so I'm generally up at 7 and leave the house at about, because it's a very close, because I live in a village. It's a very close, so it's only about a 5-minute drive to my work. So yeah, so at the weekends I tend to stay up a bit later. So I'm happy to do a stream 12:30 in the evening, our time, which would be more of an early evening for all you across the pond, or to do a 1 o'clock stream, because it works. And if people are going to come in, as you have come in this evening, I'm happy to catch up with you, because that's what we like to do, is catch up and make sure everyone's okay and that everyone's having a good, that's connected. And if anyone wants to get anything off the chest, and they can do, we do a rum and rants, which obviously James, who in the comments, if you don't know James is Triad in the comments there. James is part of that. So we do a rum and rants, and we like to make sure everyone is well, or as well as they can be, as part of our community. It's not just the channel, it's a community as well, as Daniel says, on a regular basis. 52, right, that's the connection. That's what you're saying, 52. So you were a 52nd subscriber, you see. And I started at 40. It was 44 before I started doing any tool videos. So you were very, very early on, James, very early on. Very, very. Me and Rants, we have a history. Yeah. Been fun for Tool. There's plenty of music I'm sure you can share for first listen with for us. Yeah, well, that's what I said in the last video I just did there. How's it getting on, by the way? And let me have a look. I've not seen how it's doing. Tempest, how's it getting on? Oh, we've got another subscriber, 756. So that's good. Another subscriber. We're at 756. My channel. Now I want to go into the studio. Let me into the studio, please. Can I get into the studio? Oh, it's first. There you go. That's how it looks. I don't know if any of your content producers. I'll share my screen with you. That's how it looks. That's what it looks like. So as you can see up here, everyone, it's saying that the Tempest is first. It's first of all the videos I've done so far. It's got 152 views. So that's all the views from everywhere. The actual views, you see, are the YouTube views is slightly different. YouTube views is 124, but the actual views, which will be on across all the people, the people where people watch it, is 153. So it's given me a little celebration sign there. So there we go. There's plenty more to do. Plenty more to do, isn't there? So, and I'll carry on. I'm enjoying all of it. I wouldn't do it if I didn't enjoy it as well. That's the thing. If I thought it was, if I was just, I'm not chasing subs or anything. That was never the intention, to chase subs. The subs have just come along. If people don't like you, they won't sub anyway. Well, that's always the case, from SDW77. I know that if people don't like you, they won't sub. You've got to have a connection with a person. Full of yeah, they are, James. Yes, Mandy's YouTube feeds are all full of wedding dress adverts now for the marriage. You're getting closer and closer. Getting closer and closer. Pour a take. Yeah, excellent. Get the rum. Get the rum. Yes. Lovely bit of rum. See how far behind that is? That's still showing that YouTube thing. My stream can be so far behind sometimes over there. You don't remember what number? Don't worry, Dave. It's fine. That's fine. I'll let you off. 6 p.m. there, is it? Right. Okay. You say, so many different time zones. I think you're in the same time zone as my brother. Who was saying that? Who was saying 6 p.m.? I've lost it. Skip, you were saying 6 p.m. Darren's in my brother, my younger brother, is in America. His wife is American. He is in Huntsville, Alabama. That's where Darren is. It's enjoyment that you give us daily. Thanks very much, James. Thanks very much. It's kind words. I'm not fishing or anything like that. I'll just be me, and that's it. And it is just me. It's just me here. There's nobody else that helping me. We are live. Are we live? Are we definitely live? Are we? We're live. Are you sure? Are we live? There's nobody else here. But that's one of my. I have to get that reference in most live streams. Rum time, run time, rum time, rum time. Yeah, that is Kraken. The Kraken I've got today. I bought the brew dog, but it didn't taste great. The brew dog. I wasn't a massive fan of the brew dog. This thing's lost the letter P. That's a shame, Josh. You've lost the letter P. Moving to Florida. So, Dylan, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Right, no problem, no problem. Well, I'm literally just about to finish up, but I wanted to just to get like a reaction to whether it's losing it somewhat. Yeah, that's my third rum though nowadays. If the people that are in for a first time, or whatever, would be up for a stream like this later in the evening every now and then, would that be something you'd be happy to come in and join and say hi in? If that is something, then just bang some thumbs up in the comments. Bang some thumbs up in the comments if you'd be up for that, because like I say, I'm happy to do it. A stream at 1 o'clock or something like that. There might have been a few rums consumed by that time, but I'm happy to do that on a Saturday at this time, because that wouldn't clash with any of the other content creators that I have connections with doing any of their live streams. So if that is something you'd be up for, I would be more than happy to do a very late night stream, an early morning stream for us, essentially, in the UK, but a late evening or an early evening for you across the pond. So happy to do it if you want to. Absolutely. Josh Jackson, woo! Josh Jackson, good to see you. So Dylan and Josh Jackson, just before we finish off, and I'm not going to finish off until I know the answer to these questions. Dylan and Josh Jackson, where the hell are you? Where the hell are you in the world? Where the hell are you? Let us know. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Definitely up for that. Excellent. Third period of the Toronto-Vancouver game is about to go start. Go Leafs! Love it, James. Thanks very much. Like I say, I'm going to be late stream. Excellent. Good, Daniel. Thanks very much. Where the hell are you? Yeah, where the hell are you? If you're having a sleepless night. So you're in Cologne, Germany? Well, bing, bang, bosh. We're in Germany as well now. Bloody hell. Fire. There we go. I'm loving this. This is cracking, isn't it? We've got people all over the place. Nice one, Dylan, from Germany. So you're pretty much the same time as we are. Yeah, you're pretty much the same time as we are. Excellent. And what about Josh? Utah, USA. Brilliant. Look at all that. Look at all the connections. All the connections. I was talking to my sister-in-law's mother about all this. She's well into all this as well. She loves all the connections. She's been getting into Facebook of lately, or over the last year or so, and she's made lots of connections with people all over the world, and she thinks it's absolutely amazing. And so she was chatting away to me about that tonight, and really enjoyed the chat we had. It's the first time I've really chatted to her for any length of time, and she's very, very open-minded. Actually, we were talking about the stars and all kinds of stuff, and what's happened before, whether the gods ever left us. We were talking about that as well. So that sounds like a plan for the future. Late to the party. You're never late, Josh. The rule is no one's ever late in the streams that we do. Whatever stream you come in part of this community, no one's ever late. When you're in, you're in. You're in. You're here. You were meant to be there at that time. That's the way we work it. So whether it's 2 minutes before we finish, which is what it's turned out to be, or whether it's 2 minutes before we start, you're never late. No lateness. Okay. Just about to check out the Tempest reaction. You know what? Well, I'm going to finish up with you all here now anyway. And I'm going to go and watch it downstairs with my sound bar, and it boshed right up. My neighbour's going to be doing his nutting at me, rattling away, because that is definitely his bedroom behind there. I know it is. But he says, don't worry about it. He sleeps really heavy. So I'll just have to take his word for it. But everyone, really enjoyed that. Thanks so much for coming in, right? The Tool journey is going to carry on. Maynard journey is going to carry on. All the other band members is going to carry on. So don't go anywhere. Stay in your seats. Stay strapped in. Thanks very much for coming in. Thanks everyone for joining the UK and across the pond and Germany. Nice one from Germany. Brilliant. And from down under as well. My goodness, we've had people from everywhere today. That's great. Absolutely love it. For someone that's on their own, it means a lot to have the connections with so many people across the world, making that world just a little bit smaller. And we're all connected and have like minds. So thanks again. And thanks for all the support during the tour journey. And thanks to the community for the support for doing the live streams. So hit the like before you go out the door. As you go out the door, make sure you've got your coats on. It is a bit chilly where I am. It might not be where you are. And I will set up some streams for some late night streams on a Saturday. And we will definitely do this again. And if there's stuff for you to do before I see you again the next time, there will be a live stream tomorrow, Sunday night. But if you've got stuff to do before I see you then, you probably should make sure it's nothing that I wouldn't do.